Recently, I've been talking a lot about Geometry Dash's new icons. From the icon hack controversy last week to the hundreds of references, the addition of so many icons and customization features are some of my favorite things to come from the new update. But after making my recent videos, I noticed a lot of comments that really made me think. Can RobTop get in trouble for using so many recognizable characters and references in the new icons? Now before we get into the real meat of this situation, let's look at the icons themselves. It's really cool how so many of these new icons are recognizable from other video games, shows, or companies. I saw a lot of comments on my reference video of people who were so excited to see a character from their favorite game making an appearance as a Geometry Dash icon. There were so many comments like this, and they all made me really happy to see. It's always so cool when games do collaborations to include other popular characters. And that's the issue. That word right there, collaborations. These icons were not added as collaborations. And that's where there could be some issues. If you look at Fortnite, the game with arguably the most collaborations in gaming history, you'll see characters from Star Wars, Marvel, Dragon Ball Z, even Mr. Beast himself. These are official. Now for all of these games that include other characters, they're collaborations. These are licensed between one company and another. This allows the game to use these characters, their likeness, and their name without infringing copyright. Now one big difference between these games and Geometry Dash is that these icons aren't explicitly referenced by name. Like this icon isn't referenced as Bowser icon or anything. All of these references are just solely pixelated icons and that's it, no names. Another difference is that with most of these games, the characters are stuck behind a paywall. If you want to buy the Fortnite Demogorgon skin, you have to spend V-Bucks, which is typically obtained by paying real money. In Geometry Dash, there are no microtransactions, and every icon can be unlocked while only having to spend a few dollars to buy the actual game. Because of this, I think this might really protect RobTop from possible lawsuits or cease and desists. Sure, these icons are just about a perfect representation of these copyrighted characters, but I'm not sure if the company could reasonably claim that RobTop is directly profiting from their characters or taking money away from the actual company themselves. I did do a lot of researching on this topic, and it seems like even if the characters are free to purchase and the game is free, the game's creator can still be held liable for including these copyrighted and trademarked characters. Even if everything about the game is free, it can still receive a takedown notice for using these if not correctly licensed. I have seen some comments on YouTube from people saying, oh, well, these icons aren't perfect copies of these actual copyrighted characters, so they can't really be held accountable. Well, I looked this up, and according to this licensed attorney, even if the icons aren't direct copies, trademark infringement can still occur and be pursued by the company. So here's what we should be looking at right now. Have similar things to this been done before? Well, that's the thing, not really. There were over 300 takedowns from Nintendo over fan games in 2021, but it said that these games were receiving advertisement revenue through the site that hosted the game. Now, while it's not officially confirmed, it does seem like the reason Nintendo did take down these fan games is because the creators profited specifically from Nintendo's characters. For other games that used Nintendo characters, such as Five Nights at Yoshi's, they were left untouched because their advertisements were disabled. Because of this, I really don't see anything actually happening from all the icon references. While companies like Nintendo are notoriously extremely strict over their intellectual property, Geometry Dash's icons are all free. The game itself doesn't have ads, and to be honest, there are hundreds and hundreds of other icons in the game. It would really surprise me if RobTop ever received a cease and desist or takedown request for using these icons. There's just no way. Now going along with this, technically you're not even allowed to use Nintendo songs in YouTube videos, as they're all copyrighted. But people rarely ever receive claims for these. I use Nintendo songs sometimes in my videos, and a ton of huge YouTubers do as well. And I think that's just about how this situation will go. Is it technically copyright infringement? Yes, but I doubt anything will come from it. Now what about Geometry Dash players creating carbon copies of other games inside of Geometry Dash? Well, that's a rabbit hole for another day. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please subscribe, like, and I'll see you all in the next video.